Hello all, my name is Prasad and welcome to Automation Insights. Today we are going to see how to take the rows from a data table until a blank row is found. I have already created a sample Excel file and load some data in it. So let me open the sample Excel file. So this is the Excel file I have created. As you can see, the fifth row of the Excel file is a blank row. We need to take all the rows above this blank row. So we need to take rows 2, 3 and 4 until a blank row is found. We can exclude the rows 6 and 7. Let me close this Excel file. So let's go to the activities panel and put in read range activity and then read the Excel file and store that into a data table. Select the Excel file. So we have an Excel file called sample.xlsx. Select it so we can see the preview and then we need to give the range. So we need all the range. So give this as double quote. So now we need to create a variable. So we can create a variable called dt table and this variable is of type data table system.data.data table. So let me close it and then assign this dt table to the output of read range activity. So now we read the Excel file and store that into a data table. Now we need to alter that data table and then write that data table back into the Excel file. So we can drag and drop and write range activity and then select the sample.xlsx file again. So this time we can give the sheet name as result and then we need to select the property called add headers in the properties panel. So we need to select that so that the header will be get placed in the Excel file. Now we can write the link query. So we can write directly in the data table property. So let me expand it and then so data table does not contain the link query by default. So we need to convert this into an collection. So we convert this into an as enumerable. So let me type again. So you can see that as enumerable. So it is an collection of data row. So each item in the collection it is an data row. So we need to select the link method. We are going to make use of the method called take while. So it will return the rows from the top as long as the condition is true. So inside take while we need to use the function. So it is an lambda expression. It will loop through the item in the collection. So now row is a temporary variable. So the name can be anything. I just assigned row because it is more self-explanatory. So let me open the Excel file. As you can see, it will first go to the first row. Assign that first row to the variable called row. So now row is an data row. So we can make use of a function called item array. So it will convert this data row into an array. So each column will be an item in the array. And then again we make use of an link function called any. So it will return true as long as any of the conditions inside this function will be true. So again we make use of a lambda expression. So now it will loop through all the columns in the particular row. So now we need to check if the column is empty or not. So we make use of a method called string.is null or empty. So it will return true if the particular item is or column is empty or not. So again we give the item.toString. So we need to check if this is not empty. So as long as any of the column is not empty, we can return true. So now it will return true if it is empty. So we convert this true into an false by using not. So that means if it is not empty, it will return false and then we convert that into an true. So now we convert this into a data table. So let me click OK and then okay. Let me close the Excel file first. So we close it and then if we run it, it will create an sheet called result in the Excel file. So it is running right now. Okay, it is run successfully. Let me open the sample.xlsx file. So we can see that it creates a sheet called result and then it copies the first three rows into the result sheet. So it excludes the blank row as well as the next two rows. So now we achieve this requirement using the link method. In the next video, we are going to achieve the same exact operation using the activities for each row and then using the invoke code. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel for more videos like this.